It's January 2026. Can you believe it? It's the 26th year of the 2000s. Wow. We have been through a lot in these 26 years, but we're still standing. We're still here, thankful to have another year and blessed to see another day. Whew. Take that all in, and here we are. Today, I'm going to share with you body care that's going to be in rotation for me for the month of January. And what that means is I'm going to be trying a lot of stuff that I haven't tried yet and that's appropriate for this month. And you can wear whatever you want, but this is just how I operate. And if you operate just like me, then this video would just, it's going to be right up your alley, because some people just have no idea what to wear after Christmas. They're like, oh, all the Christmas scents. And I just want people to know that everything that comes out for holiday and body care is just not specific to holiday. You definitely can still wear it in January and some things in February, even though I feel like by February we're getting into that spring. That's when I wear a lot of the rose, a lot of that floral, but mostly rose. I wear most rose in February. It's just a month that I pick for that. And this month is kind of like on the theme of everything that reminds me of snow, cold nights, cold days, and gloom. I'm not a girly of gloom. That's more so my friend Melanie and Mr. Kong's mom. She's a total gloom fanatic. Me, I'm the opposite. I'm a sunshine girly. Florida, if I ever stayed there, would be my place to be, or Arizona, where they get like 300 days of sunshine, or maybe even more. I think it's 320. Oh, that sounds so glorious. It sounds so refreshing to get sun every day. I know it gets pretty hot in Arizona, and they probably feel relieved to have a couple of gloomy days. But when you live in a region that's most of the time cloudy over being sunny, or some type of cloud in the atmosphere, 300 days of sunshine or living in a sun belt doesn't sound like a bad idea. But we're not here for that. We're not here for that. We're here to see what body care items I chose for the month of January that's giving snow, that's giving cold air. Some of you may not stay in a part of the country that's getting snow all the time. You just may stay in an area that gets cool, and for some of us that probably would feel like spring, versus you may stay somewhere that's hot or in 70s and 80s in January. Lucky you. So I feel like some of these scents would tailor to even that part of the region that gets all of that kind of weather. So the first part of this video, I'm just going to talk about miscellaneous things like body butters, body scrubs, perfumes, that I plan to use throughout the month of January. Then I'll put out the actual sets and combos that I put together, and what I can see some of these perfume scrubs to go with. These are things that I will play with, and then at the end of the month when I do body care empties, I'll go through the things that I actually finished in body care and then talk about the combos that I use throughout the month. I will keep notes so that way that video can run smoothly. So that is another reason why I'm going to start doing body care separate from candles, is because I'm not finishing every body care item that I'm using. However, I do want to talk about everything that I've used in that month and give feedback. So some of the items we have here is discontinued. Some of the items are scents that's on the shelf that you can find to this day. It just really depends on where we're going with it. But let's get into the video. The first thing I would like to talk about are the body scrubs from Bath and Body Works, and I have 5 here. And the first one, and these are some of these items are things I plan to finish, so I'll mention that as well. The first item I want to talk about is this body scrub from Bath and Body Works. It's Snowy Peach Berry. It's a whipped confetti body scrub. This came out holiday 2020. This is pretty old, so you know what that means. Is that I'm going to try to finish that up this year. This is 6 years old almost, according to this, even though it was produced at the end of 2020. So we're 5 years for sure flat into this. I did finish the vanilla, which you would see in my December empties. I did finish the vanilla bean body scrub of this. I think the year before I finished the winter candy apple and twisted peppermint. I had every single one of these because then the holiday traditions included vanilla bean oil, twisted peppermint, and winter candy apple. And then this before it was replaced with bright Christmas morning. Scent notes on this are snowy kissed cranberries, frosted peach blossom, and shimmering woods. Let's see if I can smell anything. It's just a juicy, slightly tart peach and that berry. So there is that. Oh, I feel like someone's in my eye, y'all. And y'all know cranberries can make things tart, so that's what the tart part is coming from. But that is snowy peach berry, and I'll kind of mention what I think I'll use that with when we get to it. Another one that I want to finish is an older packaging of champagne toast. They've changed the packaging on this thing like several times. This one is from holiday 2023. Then they changed the packaging in 2024, and then they just changed the packaging this past holiday 2025. So this is the oldest packaging at this point I have now. So I'm going to use this up. The scent notes on this one are bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. The reason I'm going to use this up is because I have the holiday 2024 version, and I've just bought the holiday 2025 version. So we got to get this out the collection. The next thing I want to use up is Snowflakes and Cashmere in the Exfoliate and Glow Body Scrub. This has scent notes of vanilla cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. This one came out also holiday of 2023. They did come out with a Snowflakes and Cashmere this holiday season. I did not get it because I have a full bottle of this. And I said to myself, when I go through my stash, and excuse me for sniffling, I'm so sorry. When I go through my stash, I said I was going to start looking at what I have and using it. With the exception of like signature scents, when they change the packaging, I always buy the updated version and use the older version. So I'm always going to buy the updated version of the signature scents. But stuff like this, if it's seasonal and I own it, I'm not going to buy until I've used this up. So I don't plan to use this up this season. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because it's full for one, and I have other fragrances I would like to use in the scrub, but the main two that I do make sure I want to finish up, maybe three, is that champagne toast and snowy peach berry. But I'm gonna hold on to this for at least probably two holiday, or I won't say holiday, but 2 winter seasons. So in a couple of years, you'll be seeing this as a part of the project pan to be completely used up. But in the meantime, we're just going to add it into some of the combos that I have for the month. Another one that I plan to actually finish this month is Into the Night, simply because I have a, sorry about that, simply because I have the updated version of this one. This particular one, this was the packaging that came out in like 2022. And then they changed it in 2024. But this has scent notes of raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, and mocha musk. So I plan to use this. Let me see. I'm sorry, my phone was ringing. I plan to use this up. Well, you know what? Am I planning to use this up, or am I just going to use this with a couple of combos? Get back to me on this one, but those other two for definite sure. Next we have Hope. Who remembers this collection? Hope Winter Peach Marshmallow. This has scent notes of velvet, peach, vanilla, meringue, and creamy jasmine. This is from holiday 2021. This may be one that I finish, and I'm actually going to finish up. This is a very creamy peach. Peach is not something they normally do during the winter, but it worked here. I remember burning a candle. The candle wasn't super strong. A lot of people didn't think that this body care was super strong either, but I guess it depends on how much you use. I feel like it lingered because of the marshmallow and the vanilla that was in it, even though marshmallow isn't really listed, but I just feel like it could have been the meringue that just gave it like this marshmallowy center. It could have been like the creamy jasmine in it. gave it like a marshmallowy feel. But yeah, we're gonna try to finish this. But again, the main two that I plan on finishing is that snowy peach berry and that champagne toast. So that is it for the body scrubs from Bath and Body Works. Now the body scrubs from Tree Hut that we're going to try to just use, not finish, but just use, because there's a lot and I like to kind of take my time using the Tree Hut scrubs because they don't go bad. And the Bath and Body Works don't either, but you know, these, I love these just as much. This one came out last holiday, Enchanted Emerald. That's what that looks like. And this has scent notes of Prosecco and Sandalwood. I used this with Magic in the Air last year and it really paired very well with it. I'm not using well, am I using Magic in the Air this year? I didn't buy the newest Magic in the Air this, yes I did, I'm sorry. I did. I bought a new set of Magic in the Air because I have a set and I'm actually going to pull the Magic in the Air out. We'll see, because I got so much stuff that I've pulled out. We'll see if I use Magic in the Air this year or save it and add it for next year. But Enchanted Emerald, I have a couple of scents that I could possibly use that with. Another one that I got last year was Frosted Cranberry. I think this has been out before. It literally just smells like cranberry, but like a juicy, pretty cranberry. Like there's something else in it, kind of candy like. So that's that one. That's what that looks like. And then I bought this year. This is a returning scent, but it's new to me. This is Pink Champagne. It looks like it has its original packaging, but yeah, it's Pink Champagne. I know you're wondering like, well, why are you using Pink Champagne if you got Champagne Toast? Because this one is different from Champagne Toast. This one to me is much more tart compared to Champagne Toast, which is more juicy because of the tangerine that's in it. But this one is a lot drier. This is a drier champagne. So this one would probably do some or come off differently compared to Champagne Toast. But there is that one. And who knows, I may go overboard and use them together. I don't think so, but you know, who knows. If I'm looking for a certain type of combo, it's a combo I can do and use up my product. And last but not least, this one came out this year. I keep saying this year, it's 2026. Y'all know how it is when you get into a new year, you keep saying this year, but it's really, this came out for holiday 2025, and that is Frozen Honey. The scent notes for this one are honey, comb, coconut, and whipped cream. I'm pretty sure I can find something in my stash to go with this. It literally does smell like honey to me. Frozen honey with chill. I think it's the coconut and the whipped cream together that kind of gives it that honey effect. But there is that is Frozen Honey. So those are the scrubs that I plan to use for January. And like I said, the two that I plan on using up are Snowy Peach Berry and Champagne Toast, because this one is like down in here and Champagne Toast is about down in here. So they're both halfway done, and yeah. So I got two scents that I will be honing in on the most. You'll see those once we get there. And so they'll work perfect with those two scents. Okay, next up, we're gonna talk about body butters that I plan to use. It's January, so for me, that extra moisture on top really is something that I'm trying to make sure I keep with my skin to stay hydrated, along with drinking water. And don't judge me on whatever water is your choice that you drink. This is what I drink because, you know, I don't stay by myself and I can't afford to get Essentia for a house of 3 who drinks water. We drink water like mad. So if I stay by myself, I would drink Essentia or some other stuff. But right now, with our budget, this is what we go for. So don't judge me on the water. So let's get into body butter. So I only pulled out one Tree Hut body butter because I feel like Tree Hut's body butters are better for the summer compared to Bath and Body Works, because Bath and Body Works are thicker and Tree Hut's is lightweight, and they even tell you the intensity and hydration level on the side. But I picked out Enchanting Emeralds. as a layering body butter to go with a couple of combos. I've already hit pan on this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it. We will see. I kind of want to stick to it because it's like, in my opinion, the closest thing to Magic in the Air. However, I do have a Magic in the Air body butter that's like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's 10 years old. And what I'm thinking is I probably need to pull that out of my stash and just go ahead and get rid of it. Especially since I have this, it just would make more sense. So I might save this and pull out the Magic in the Air body butter and save this for another time. All right, now the Bath and Body Works butters that I plan to use. Here's Into the Night, and I already went over the notes for Into the Night. Let's see, have I hit pan? No. So that's what that looks like. This one is the original. This is from 2019. It's still good. It still has a scent. It's a glotion, and that's what it looks like. Most people say that the Bath and Body Works butters go bad. Do you see this one? It hasn't turned color. It's still its original color. It might have darkened up a little bit, but it hasn't changed color. It's still the same. Still has the glitter in it. If you're not a fan of the glotions, I'm sorry, but me, I like to sparkle. It doesn't matter if it's summer, fall, winter. It doesn't bother me. I love the way it is. The only thing that irritates me is how it goes on your skin. It feels like you're, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels kind of weird putting it on, but once I get past it's more of a texture thing. Once I get past that, I love how it makes my skin feel and how it has my skin glowing. And yeah, so I don't use it on my face though. If I do anything on my face, I try to make sure I do anything with my face first and then use this on the rest of my body and wash my hands directly after before I start touching anything. So that's how it is. I could use gloves. Since I do have gloves, I mean, that would be the thing to use, but it just feels weird to use gloves to lotion my skin. I don't know, but there's Into the Night. That's one of the body butters I picked. Another one I picked is Platinum, and the notes for Platinum are sparkling bergamot, silver blooms, and patchouli musk. This is another glotion. I think I used some of this last year, but that's what that looks like. Still looks good, still smells really, really fresh and pretty. I love that. If you notice, a lot of my stuff is like New Year's Eve themed as well. And that's kind of the thing with January. I like to kind of be on par with the fact that, you know, we're into a new year. It doesn't necessarily have to be snow, but celebrating New Year and coming into a new year for a whole month versus just a day or a week. That's just where my mind is at. At the same time, they still give winter and stuff like that. So I appreciate those scents for what they are. The next one that I picked, of course, is the Champagne Toast body butter, and this is the packaging from the year before because I finished the Champagne Toast body butter that was from the previous year that I think has this packaging. Yeah, I collect all the body butters. Every time they release a body butter in the signature scents, I grab 2 all the time because why not? You know, why not? I go through them, I use them. Now this is an original whipped butter. I think this is whipped. So this one does not have any glotion. No, this is regular body butter. It doesn't say whipped. So that's what that looks like. And yeah, I love it. So yeah, I know a couple of things I can use that with. Another one that I pulled out is Touch of Gold. This has scent notes of bright blackberries, golden orange blossom, and decadent tonka. I haven't used this one yet. It's completely new. I got it during the body care sale. That was around the holidays. So there is that one. And last but not least, A Toast to You. This has scent notes of sequin, plums, berry spritz, and smooth amber. And is this a glotion? Yep, this is a lotion, so that is what that looks like. You can probably see it reflecting in the camera. But again, toast to you and champagne toast. These two do not smell alike, by the way. So if you wanted to know, no, they don't. They are totally opposite. This one, yeah, this one almost reminds me of Satin Slippers, or is it Ballet Nights? It smells like Ballet Nights without being overly masculine. I think in Ballet Nights it was a little more masculine. This is softer. That plum really comes through, and the amber. So those are the body butters that I have plans to use, not finish up, just use and enjoy, to go with the combos that I have with everything else. So that is that. Now we're gonna move on to perfumes that I pulled out, and I have quite a few, because they'll go with whatever I pick in the combos. The first one, and you'll probably start seeing a pattern of certain scents, so that'll kind of give you an idea of what combos I have. And some are full sets and not really a combo, they're just a complete full set, and you'll see that as well. But let's continue. So I picked Your Cheeky as one of my perfumes. Ooh, I picked A Touch of Gold as one of my perfumes. I picked Infinite Radiance as one of my perfumes. I picked A Toast to You as one of my perfumes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but A Toast to You. Of course, Champagne Toast. I'm not gonna lie, January is the only time I wear Champagne Toast, so I don't get tired of her. And then Snowflakes and Cashmere. I pulled that out because you need something that's vanilla. I think I have a couple of things in here with vanilla in it, and so therefore this Snowflakes and Cashmere will work perfectly with that vanilla combo. Next, I picked A Thousand Wishes. A Thousand Wishes is kind of hard to say if it's a holiday scent or just a wintertime. Shoot, you can even wear A Thousand Wishes around Valentine's Day. But because this has like crystal peonies and some other things in it, it's giving much more celebratory versus Valentine's Day. So I just pick it for January. So that is what that looks like. I used to have the small square bottle. I don't know if you guys watched my video from last January. I actually finished the original bottle up. That hurt my heart so bad, but the whole point of buying this stuff is to use it, right? So there's that. Platinum. I'm going to be using Platinum, and I'm sorry for the reflection of the flash, but Platinum, I'm going to be using that. I did pull out a full bottle of Into the Night. I feel like I have many perfumes of this one, and I feel like I have many perfumes of Into the Night, but I can't find them. So I pulled out my full bottles. I usually try not to use my full bottles until I use up my sticks, my perfume sticks. And last but not least, from Victoria's Secret, I picked out Bombshell Midnight, which you can see I've already used. That was last year. And the Bombshell Glamour, I don't have. I was waiting on it to go on sale, and it's on sale for semi-annual. I haven't picked it up yet. I better get it before it sells out. I want the big bottle and the small bottle, or maybe I should just get 2 big bottles. I'm not sure how I want to do that. I think it's smart to start buying just 2 big bottles instead of a small, or buy 2 big bottles and get 1 small bottle. I don't know. Maybe I'm being greedy. I don't know. But anyway, that is the miscellaneous things. That's what I call them, because the simple fact that these are things that are going to be mixed with a lot of other combos. So without further ado, let me put all this away, and then let's get into combos. Like I said, this video is going to be long, so I'm hoping you're okay with that. All right, and stay tuned. Okay, so this video is going to be kind of long, so I hope you're ready for that. At least probably we're walking almost on an hour, so just hang tight, and I'll be back with you guys soon. All right, you guys, so I am back. Whew, I'm a little warm. Um, for some odd reason. I'm not sure because it's freezing, but nonetheless, let's get into this. So my goal is to try to get this done in under 45 minutes, but that's not going to work. Now, the difference here, I am not going to go too much in depth with the items here. I'm just going to pick them and kind of explain why I chose it and go from there. So the first set I would like to talk about is the Opera All Day. And that's this set. It has scent notes of sparkling snow, ice peonies, and sugar-coated woods. And the body wash I decided to pair with it is the Native Alpine Air. Decided to kind of do that. Not sure what body butter or perfume quite yet, but it's gonna be something that kind of reflects the peonies and create like a snow atmosphere. So that is that set. And we'll put that right there. Ooh, I gotta make sure I got room on the table for this stuff. The next set that I picked is a complete set, and that is the Water Winter Mint collection. I got this during the body care sale, and it went on sale immediately during SAS. Not sure if you can find it now at this point, but that is what that looks like. Of course, the reason I picked it is because, again, it reminds me of snow. Opera All Day reminds me of a snow lodge and snowy mountains. Same thing here. We just get that winter chill and coldness. So that's going to evoke that for me. Yeah, very minty spearmint-like. The scent notes for this is Alpine Waters and creamy peppermint, just so you know. So that is that one. The next one I picked, a little celebratory here, A Toast to You. This has scent notes of sequin plums, berry spritz, and smooth amber. I picked this because it's a celebratory scent, and then what I want to use to go with it is this Method Down with the Beat, which has scent notes of cucumber, melon, and plum. So kind of brighten that up a bit, but still playing on that plum and the Toast to You. So there is that. Just a little change in atmosphere. Next, I picked Moonlit Goddess. This has scent notes of French lavender, pear blossom, and golden vanilla. It's just something about this scent that reminds me of like winter solstice, which I think that was the name of the collection this came from. But it just reminds me of winter solstice and like the sky being like, if you've ever seen a Northern Lights, because in Michigan we have, just giving like a Northern Lights feel. I wanted to add winter cashmere to it to go with the Moonlit Goddess. I don't know, they just seem like they will go well together. So there is that combo. Now with the Toast to You, the perfume I'm gonna use and the butter is obvious. I'm gonna use A Toast to You. So that's very, very obvious. Next, we have a full complete set of Infinite Radiance. This has scent notes of sweet mandarin, opulent muguet, and sensual amberwood. I don't know, this just gives elegance. Something I would wear to a New Year's party, even though New Year's is over, but it still gives cool, cold, wintertime vibes, and I'm here for it. So went to Infinite Radiance, and of course I'm going to use the perfume that goes with it. So that is that one. All right, let me see. My next set is Touch of Gold. This has scent notes of bright blackberries, golden orange blossom, and decadent tonka. Wanted to kind of bring about some shimmer and sheer. And then I decided to put Into the Night as the wash that I want to use, which has raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, and mocha musk. I think I did it because of the decadent tonka. The mocha and the tonka would go great together. And when this settles down, this gets really creamy. So this would work with that. So that is the combo that I'm gonna use. And of course it's gonna be Into the Night or Touch of Gold. I can use either one with that combo. The next combo I decided to go with is Champagne Toast. This has scent notes of bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. And the wash that I picked is Winter Candy Apple Moisturizing Body Wash. This has scent notes of red apple, winter rose petals, candied oranges, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. Of course, I want to play on that tangerine, so this would be actually perfect to go with the Champagne Toast. I know this one is at the end, but I actually have another full bottle that looked like the body scrub that I showed you, so I'm not worried. I'm gonna just finish this up and then start using the newer version of this. I didn't buy the new well, you get the hint. I didn't buy it because it was unnecessary, at least till I finish the lotion, because I do have a full lotion set of that, so we'll see. The next one that's up, this could have been for holiday, but because it's a cocktail scent, I decided to save it for New Year's, and that is sparkling cranberry that is Mrs. Claus cocktail, which has scent notes of sparkling cranberry, pomegranate juice, and frosted citrus twist. So I decided to use that. And then this from Method, called the Maverick, part of the Regents collection. This has scent notes of pear, red berries, and mandarin. And I think here we have cranberry and pomegranate and citrus. So playing a lot on the mandarin and the cranberries, the red berries and the mandarin in this. So that's the combo for that one. So I'm here for it, y'all. I'm so here for this. I'm so excited for what I'm going to be using up this month of January. Next up, this could have been used for holiday, or it can be used now, and even in the fall. I use it in the fall, but Cozy Vanilla Bourbon with scent notes of warm bourbon, dark fruit, and vanilla liqueur. For me, New Year's is in January, just as like snow celebratory. So we were celebrating and we're dealing with snow. Well, not everybody, but you get the gist of it. And then I have a body wash right here I'm not quite finished with. So I decided to just buy the shower gel and the cream. It didn't make sense to buy a full set when I literally have still a good amount of this, and I could make this stretch through the entire body cream bottle. So that's me. Sound a little frugal, but whatever. With the other bottle, the other cream and spray, I couldn't finish it before finishing those. So I said, you know what? When I seen it was coming back and I was finishing up Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, I was like, you know what? I think it's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea that I just go ahead and get the cream, get the spray, and just forget about the shower gel. I'm not missing anything, you know? And next up, we have a full set of Forever Red Vanilla Rum. This came out in SAS for Summer SAS of 2025. Scent notes on this one are jasmine petals, decadent vanilla, and cashmere woods. And you know what? That snowflakes and cashmere would go really good with this. So that is the perfume that I think I'm going to pair with that one. Same thing with the Cozy Vanilla Bourbon. And Champagne Toast, I think I'm gonna do with the Mrs. Claus cocktail. So again, when I say I have things to use those perfumes with, I have plenty of stuff to use those perfumes with. All right, so I have some things over here. So if you see me reaching off screen, it's because of that. Next up is a full set of Be Enchanted. This is another one that came out with the Forever Red Vanilla Rum. This has scent notes of iced pomegranate, sugar petals, chilled passion fruit, with vanilla and light musk. This one gives snow, it gives cold, it gives freezing temperatures, but still, you know, having some type of life outside of those freezing temperatures that snow will give you. So just bringing some brightness to the day. Some people live in cold climates, but they get a lot of sun. this would definitely be a good scent to wear in the cold. It projects really well in the cold. I've wore it before, that's why I know. Next, we have another classic that was always a staple and somehow got booted out of the club, but it was always like Snowflakes and Cashmere's sister, half-sister, Winterberry Wonder. This has some scent notes of red winterberry, ruby apple, sparkling cranberry, snow-kissed camellia, and crystal vanilla. This is a nice berry scent for the winter that'll do just perfect in the cold. Yeah, this is the summer packaging, but you know what? I was like, you know what? It's still Winterberry Wonder, and I'm gonna wear it. I'm wearing it in the summer, wear it in the holiday time, wear it in the fall, spring, winter, whenever. But me, I picked it because, again, it's wintry, it's cold. It just reminds you of that chill. You can also wear this on a cold day with the sun shining. And since I had this old Winterberry spray that I never finished, this is when I was buying fragrances mist and only spraying a little at a time, not because they lasted longer. I just, at the time, didn't want to use it up, so I was saving it. But now I'm at the point where use that crap up and get it out your stash so you can make room for other stuff. But you can see how dark this is. This is going to project. So that is Winterberry Wonder. Most likely Champagne Toaster or Toast to You would be the perfume and body butter I would use. The next set that's a full set is your Cheeky. So I have the shower gel, the cream, and the spray. Has scent notes pink peppercorn, warm almond flower, and vanilla bean. Another scent that does well in the winter cold months. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the perfume. It's not Black Opium. Oh my goodness, I can't think of it. But yeah, I haven't worn this perfume in so long, and now I can't think of the dang old perfume because it's been years. But yeah, this is perfect. This reminds you of wearing like a fur coat in the cold and getting ready for a party and being very chic about it. This is perfect. So this would be like one of those scents I wear if I'm going on a date. I don't know if I'm dating or not. I'm just saying, if I go out on a date, this would be the perfect scent I wear for a cool, cold January date night. And your Cheeky has its own perfume. Not sure what butter I'm gonna use or scrub, but there's that. Now, I don't have a full set, but here's a combo I put together. Platinum and If You Musk. If You Musk has iris, pink pepper, and airy musk. And then Platinum has sparkling bergamot and silver blooms with patchouli musk. They both got musk in them. And then I got this Dwell 212 Snow Body Wash. I just want to see exactly how this pair together. Platinum just gives snow. It just makes me think of snow while also thinking of partying. But if you're from the Charlotte Russe days of the early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about. Wearing the skimpy outfits with open-toe shoes. Yes, we were crazy. We were wearing open-toe shoes with snow on the ground. Not literal snow, like snow was on the ground, but the streets were clear, but it was still freezing outside. That's what this reminds me of, a Charlotte Russe outfit type of night at the club back when we were young and really, really silly, if I may add. Don't want to say the R word because I might get flagged. So I'll just say we were being really silly, fun girls at that time. Another combo, and this is one of two Victoria's Secrets. Yes, I threw a Victoria's Secret in there because I have a lot of Bath & Body Works. I also have a lot of other stuff, but a lot of Bath & Body Works. Amber Romance. I wanted to save this for Valentine's Day, but I actually have something else for Valentine's Day that's much more suitable. So this has Deep Amber and Sugar Kisses Chasing Sunsets. I'm not sure what Sugar Kisses is and Chasing Sunsets, but the mere fact that this is pure amber and similar to Sensual Amber, why not? But I feel like this one is prettier than Sensual Amber. And then I decided to get the Pop Icon Method Body Wash, which has scent notes of vanilla, chantilly cream, and amber. This is gonna go fantastic with this. So yeah, I just came up with that combo. I don't know if it's gonna work. It may not work. I'm not sure. All right, so these are all scents that I'm trying. I know you're like, what? January has 31 days and there's 17 scents here. So that means almost all of these scents can be tried at least once, maybe twice, depending on how it go. Now, here are some scents that I actually want to finish this month. And let me bring them closer. Hopefully they don't fall off. So we'll start with the pink, Victoria's Secret pink, Cool and Bright. I literally don't have much left of this one, so might as well get this out the rotation. This is the old packaging. They have a newer version. It's the same thing, but I think it's like a light blue circle in the middle and down here. This has scent notes of chilled pear, white orchid, and zesty orange. Another scent, it said chilled pear, white orchid, and zesty orange, but this would actually work pretty well in the wintertime month, especially January. Get one of those days when it's cold outside but the sun is shining. That's what this is. And then I'm going to pair it with the Dreamer from Method, which has scent notes of coconut, passion fruit, and mango. I just want to see what that does, and since this is cool and bright, why not add something that has coconut, passion fruit, and mango in it? Who says that coconut, passion fruit, and mango is just strictly for summer, even though this is probably going to come off smelling summery in the shower? It's just gonna make you feel bright and pretty and then sweet, and then pairing it with this, I just think going in with it like that, it's gonna be so much fun. I think I'm gonna have so much fun with that combo. That is, I'm not gonna say the shower gel or the body wash, more so this combo. These two is what I'm trying to finish for the month of January, because they're like 3/4 down to the bottom, and it's just time for them to get out of my stash. And then last but not least, this is something I would like to, no, I'm sorry, I think I messed up a little bit, and that's okay. I still have a couple of more scents to go. A scent that I would like to try, I forgot to add this to the ones that I want to try, is this combo right here. The EOS caramel cashmere with snowflakes and cashmere. So EOS has scent notes of buttery caramel, sugar cookie, and spicy vanilla. I think snowflakes and cashmere has caramel woods. There's some vanilla in it and something I can't remember, but these two would go pretty dang on well because they're cashmere, and this has caramel woods in it and this has caramel in it. And then I decided to pick up this Fill and Jazz Method body wash, which has creamy vanilla, mocha, and musk in it. So there is that one, and that is how that looks. So now I'm gonna go get the other scents. There's a couple more. I know you're like, oh my god, it's still more? You're trying to use all of this all month? No, it's just I'm trying some stuff because they're new. Things I bought in 2025 I didn't get a chance to try. Some stuff I've had before 2025, like platinum. No, I bought this platinum cream this year. So actually, no, everything here as far as body cream is from 2025. So everything is new except for the Amber Romance. I bought this back in 2023, and this is not new. I also bought this back in 2023. Well, they were repurchases because I already had them before. So I will be back, and then we will wrap this video up. All right, I am back. Literally got like 5 minutes left to get this done. So things that I want to finish up. I do not want to finish this up. This is the Snowflakes and Cashmere moisturizing body wash, which I think I'm going to swap. I'm gonna use this with the caramel cashmere. I don't know why I didn't do that. So new rearrangement of fragrances. We're going to do this combo instead now. This makes more sense because snowflakes and cashmere, yeah. And then we're going to use, I'm gonna finish these two EOS's up. They're halfway empty. This is like, there's probably a fourth of this. I'm gonna have to cut this open and get down there because, but this is half empty. And we're gonna use it with this on top. And I'm not sure the spray. I have an array of leftover sprays that I can pick from, or you know what, that Zodiac collection, the Capricorn I think it's whipped rose and latte. I think I'm gonna use that with this. We will see. We will see, but I think that's gonna be the direction I go. And the last thing that I wanna finish up this year is this full set. Well, it's not full, but this set of Life of the Party, which has scent notes of pink citrus, bubbly prosecco, jasmine, and shimmering vanilla. This is so freaking good. It is too bad that it never came out in a lotion for the life of me, y'all. This lasts a long time on my skin. I wore this last year, and the amount of compliments I got from wearing this, even though this came out this came out holiday of 2022. I've been using it sparingly every year since 2022. It is now 2026, and as of this past holiday, 2025, it is officially 3 years old. And it's getting old. I don't hear any sloshing, which is good because I keep mine stored. It does have some yellowing, but that's normal because it does have yellowing, but that's normal. Oh my gosh. The cream does have yellowing, but that is normal. It still smells good, and there's no... There it is. A little separation, but not bad. I'm trying to see if I can show you a little bit of the cream without... But there's the cream. I don't know if you're going to see it, but it's not sloshing around. It's still intact. So I will use it. It still smells like it's supposed to. I did put a little on my hand beforehand. That's what it looks like. My hands is greasy. But yes, this smells so good. Oh, this is so good. I think it's the vanilla and the combination of jasmine. Oh, this is so pretty. And this is long lasting. So this is something I will be finishing up this month as well. So other than that, like I said, my plan is to finish up these 2 lotions, this entire set of Life of the Party, and while it's not an entire set, but the lotion and the fragrance mist too. So I have 3 things out of this entire grouping that I plan to finish while trying all this other new stuff as well. So other than that, did you guys enjoy this video? I know it was kind of long and didn't want to make it this long, but when you have a video like this talking about what you want to use for the month, it gets kind of long. That's why I didn't want to this is why I didn't want to do the candles, but I might just combine that entire video together and just do the one video. We will see. We really will see. But other than that, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it so much. And again, Happy New Year to everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.